last New Orleans escapee arrested in Atlanta. One astrological event tonight that's out of this world, and how students can keep their information safe online. All this and more, Newsbeat starts now.
Good evening and welcome to Wednesday Newsbeat. I'm Jaden Cotton.
And I'm Isaiah Kirkland. Welcome in.
We open tonight with news that Derek Groves, the last of the 10 escapees from Orleans Parish Prison in May, has been arrested. Groves, 28, was arrested Wednesday in Atlanta after a brief standoff with police, according to the OPSO. Groves and 9 other men broke out of the prison by fleeing through a hole behind a toilet, prompting a months-long multi-agency manhunt that involved the U.S. Marshals, the FBI, Homeland Security, and several local police departments. In 2019, Groves pled guilty to federal drug trafficking charges, which landed him in Orleans Parish Prison, and has also faced second-degree murder and manslaughter charges. Orleans Parish District Attorney Jason Williams issued a statement following Groves' arrest, saying, quote, Groves' escape represented a serious break of public safety and a historical failure of custodial security. Williams will go on to say, his capture brings a long-awaited calm to the people of New Orleans, who were rightly concerned that a convicted violent offender had escaped so easily and evaded justice for so long. Groves was wanted on charges of simple and aggravated escape. This is still a developing story.
The Louisiana Supreme Court said that for now, a suspect in the Madison Brooks rape case cannot explore Brooks' reported sexual history in his defense. In a unanimous decision, the justices upheld a lower court decision against defendant Desmond Carter in March. Prosecutors say Brooks, 19, left Tigerland Bar with Carter and 3 other men in January of 2023. Arrest documents say the group went to a parking lot where the men are accused of raping Brooks in the backseat of the vehicle. A victim's previous sexual history is generally off limits in rape trials, but an exception can be granted to explore other sources of injuries or genetic material. In a written statement, the First Circuit Court of Appeals said, the fundamental right to present a defense does not require the trial court to admit irrelevant evidence. Carter is currently charged with first-degree rape, and while charged as a minor, Carter will be tried as an adult.
Switching gears, October is Cybersecurity Awareness Month, and students are some of the most at risk.
Catherine Charette takes a deeper look into how to be vigilant and safe against cyber attacks.
As college students, your laptop becomes your lifeline, with all your search browsers, documents, and media. Thus, it must be protected.
I don't think you want other people to go into your house without your permission, so you put a lock on the door. Cybersecurity is like that for your things like your computers, your networks, your websites, all that kind of stuff.
According to the Pew Research Center, about 1 in 5 U.S. adults report to have lost money due to online scams, with adults aged 18 through 29 at 26%, 5% higher than the average. October is Cybersecurity Awareness Month, and students have the opportunity to learn how to stay safe online. Clubs like Women in Cybersecurity and the Security Society are a part of the charge, hosting Hello Hacker sessions, which help beginners expand their own cybersecurity.
So there's a lot that goes into cybersecurity, a lot of different topics, a lot of different jobs that you can have. And it's not necessarily something that you can just know as soon as you start studying it. So with these meetings, we've been trying to get people interested and involved and just let them know what all goes into cybersecurity.
LSU is one of the best universities for cybersecurity on a national scale, and there's always resources to help stay safe. The club presidents also gave some quick advice to be aware.
Don't trust anything. That's my biggest thing. Don't trust anything, and if you trust it, make sure you have done plenty of research into it.
So as a student body, be proactive when it comes to cybersecurity, because one weak link can place your personal information at risk. For Tiger TV, I'm Catherine Sherritt.
If you would like to attend a Hello Hacker event, they meet every Friday at 6 p.m. in Patrick F. Taylor Hall, room 1212. Hackers aren't the only threat to online security, however, as students are becoming more vulnerable to a different type of online attack. According to a 2024 online study, an estimated 60% of internet users reported experiencing catfishing on dating apps like Tinder, Hinge, and Bumble. Beyond the emotional catfishing, some users are going as far as what's called a romance scam, where a person uses a fake identity to build a person's trust to deceive them into giving them money for fake bills or hospital expenses. With the threat of catfishing always looming in the background, it's challenging to find red flags over the web.
So I was talking to this guy on Tinder, and he seemed really nice, and so I agreed to go on a date with him, and we went to go meet up at Chimes. And so I get there, and I saw him, and immediately not the person that was on like the pictures on Tinder, and so I kind of just left.
Her experience is just one of the many stories of people who still face this problem today. If you do end up online dating, always do a thorough search of your person before hanging out with them. Next at 5, we've got the latest on tonight's astrological event that you have to see to believe.
Hate is loud. It gets clicks. It gets attention. Hate, however, is actually quite small. But love. Love is the majority. Love fills our hearts, our lives, our every day.
There are a lot of temptations facing young people today, like electronic cigarettes and skateboarding. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes. This can lead today's youth to a lifelong addiction and severe lung damage. Recall and consider the facts before making a poor decision.
The health class film guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping.
Got a few minutes?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
If you look at the sky tonight, you might see something very special. I went out to find more information about the Draconid meteor shower happening just right after sunset.
The Draconid meteor shower is expected to peak this evening, giving stargazers in the northern hemisphere a chance to catch a few shooting stars. The shower isn't one of the most well-known, but every October, it makes a brief appearance in the night sky. Named after the constellation Draco the Dragon, the Draconids appear to radiate from the head of the dragon.
This is left over from a comet trail. This one is kind of a lucky position because you get to see it just after sunset. You don't have to stay up till 4 in the morning. And in particular, normally this one will do like maybe 10 meteors per hour, but we're going to get lucky this year that we might get something more like 100.
Unlike many other showers, the Draconids are slow-moving, making them easier to spot.
They move through the solar system sometimes at extreme speeds, tens of thousands of kilometers per hour. The ones that we're hitting, they're just kind of happen to be in Earth's trail, so it's actually Earth's movement that's going to hit them, which is about 1,000 kilometers an hour.
The shower is expected to peak tonight for just a few hours after sunset.
About an hour after sunset, you kind of enter nice darkness. You'll be able to see them at the peak at that time. The moon will be out, which will be a little bit annoying, but we should be able to see the larger ones.
The Draconids sometimes produce dozens or hundreds of meteors per hour. To get the best view, find a dark spot away from city lights and give your eyes a chance to adjust. For Tiger TV, I'm Jaden Cotton.
Let's hope the cloudy skies clear up tonight because if it does, it will definitely be worth stepping outside and looking up. After the break, our own Gracie Giat takes us behind the sashes as we look at the next group of students vying for the crown on homecoming week.
Hate is loud. It gets clicks. It gets attention. Hate, however, is actually quite small. But love. Love is the majority. Love fills our hearts, our lives, our every day.
There are a lot of temptations facing young people today, like electronic cigarettes and skateboarding. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes. This can lead today's youth to a lifelong addiction and severe lung damage. Recall and consider the facts before making a poor decision.
The health class film guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping.
Got a few minutes?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
Welcome back. And Jaden, when you think of the South, man, what do you think of?
Well, Isaiah, I definitely have to say some Southern comfort food, the magnolias in the spring, and we can't forget about football.
Well, Baton Rouge definitely checks off those boxes, but things aren't always as they seem, especially when it comes to being able to afford homes. Many residents around the area are struggling to find affordable housing, leaving many families in harmful situations. But Habitat for Humanity is stepping up to help build homes for families in need. After the home is completed by the organization, it is sold to the new owners with a 0% interest rate, allowing families to live and thrive in the capital city. As the push for affordable housing continues across America, Habitat is looking to do their part in the cause.
I think 50% of renters in our community and many of our citizens are financially constrained by what they're paying for housing. And so this provides a really great opportunity for our homeowners and hardworking families here in our community to really live in the American.
The house is expected to be done and fully furnished this year, providing a family with everything they need to live out their own American dream. Speaking of dreams, it's homecoming week, and there's a new crop of students on this year's homecoming court.
That's right, and our own Gracie Giat took a look at the next group of students gunning for king and queen. Gracie?
Thanks, guys. Like you said, Saturday is almost here, and soon a new homecoming king and queen will be crowned. I sat down with some of the court candidates as they shared what lessons LSU has taught them throughout their time as a Tiger.
So the biggest lesson that LSU has really taught me for the past 4 years is how to make an impact. LSU offers a wide range of opportunities, and through getting involved with each and every one of them, I've been able to push myself and further develop my voice to better understand what I'm really good at and use those skills and talents to be the change and make the changes that I want to see in the communities around me.
To make it plain, LSU has ultimately taught me to never give up. Shirley Chisholm said something so powerful. She said, if they don't give you a seat at the table, bring a folding chair. No matter how many no's I hear, I'm always searching for that one yes that's going to allow me to keep cultivating a positive community on campus.
LSU has taught me the power of reinvention and the strength of stepping outside of your comfort zone. Coming from a small town, I arrived as a quiet, uncertain freshman, and LSU not only gave me my voice and helped me learn my purpose, but really helped me understand the true value of giving back and believing in other people.
One thing LSU has taught me these past 4 years is time. My great-grandmother actually passed a few weeks ago, and I wasn't able to spend as much time as I would want with her throughout my life. And one thing that LSU has taught me is to appreciate every moment that I have with these people that are on this campus that I've made a community with.
They have definitely made the most of their time at LSU, and it was great being able to hear a few lessons that they've learned. Tomorrow we will hear from the final group of homecoming candidates, so make sure to stay up to date on our website for the full court.
Thanks, Gracie. Well, that's all the time we have for tonight's Newsbeat. For Tiger TV, I'm Isaiah Kirkland.
And I'm Jaden Cotton. Have a great night.